Welcome to Yankee Chronicle. I'm your host, Elizabeth DeRazio, coming to you from Main Street in Newport at this beautiful historic building, which I'm sure many of you have driven by, but have you ever taken time to really stop by and enjoy M.J. Harrington Jewelers? I'm joined here by the third generation owner and proprietor, Dave Lantz, and he's going to tell us on what you're missing if you haven't come in here yet. Thank you for joining us.
Thanks for being here. This is our family business that began in 1948. Started by my aunt and uncle, my dad's sister Phyllis and her husband. And my dad and another brother, three gentlemen, became watchmakers.
Okay.
Right out of, it began right after the Second World War. And Dad went through watchmaking school in Pittsburgh on the GI Bill. And my Uncle Bob went through on the GI Bill as well in Waltham, Mass. My Uncle Mike actually was self-taught. Very interesting story about his background. He had to quit school in the 8th grade to help his family get through the Depression. So he had a great work ethic, served in the U.S. Navy during the Second World War. Dad was an Army guy, and my Uncle Bob, the other watchmaker, was a Marine. And their history took them to, the whole theme was service, right from the beginning. And so all of them became watchmakers. My Aunt Phyllis was the buyer. And, they bought a business that actually has been here in Newport since the 1800s.
Oh, wow.
But most people don't think about it. We don't talk much about it prior to the time our family took over, but it's really been a fun, certainly a fun adventure for all of us that have been part of it. I've been at it since 1976.
And one of the neat things when you come in here is you do notice this is not your typical jewelry store. This isn't a big box store where there's big posters on the wall pushing things at you. It really is custom. You come, it's like, what are you looking for? What is your budget? Tell us about that personal approach that's been handed down through your family.
That was something started really by my aunt, Phyllis Harrington, and she was absolutely, in her mind, it was required that she give that extra effort before she brought anything out of the case. And she would spend as much time, my dad used to say, with someone that was spending $2 as somebody who was spending $2,000. Once you were in front of her, she really focused on whatever she could do to help you and the reason for your visit to the store. And we've kept that going ever since. It's been kind of our philosophy from day one. I grew up with it, and before '76 when I worked part-time, it just became part of who you are. So it makes it a lot more fun.
So tell us some of your retail offerings.
We cover a wide range from watches, which aren't as popular as they once were, but we still have watches. Diamond engagement rings, all sorts of diamond jewelry. We have silver more than ever before. Yeah, lovely necklace. And so we, at this point, focus on about any imaginable kind of jewelry you could wear. In colored gemstones, we cover a wide array of colored gemstones, different sizes, shapes, and those primarily used for birthstones. And so we do focus on each month a different birthstone, and lots of families' first piece of jewelry is birthstone ring or pendant. And then I make S-rings, which I've been doing since my kids were little, which goes back about 35 years. And the kid's first ring might be this sterling silver S-ring I'm making. It's free, and it's always sized for free for the life of the ring. And we've probably made a few hundred over the last 35 years. It's just a fun project for me to show kids how jewelry is actually created.
What I think is neat about this is, even just hearing you speak, it talks about crafting each piece or finding the perfect piece. Now, you're not the only one here. You actually have other people. Tell us about how they train and get certified in the different disciplines that you have.
Well, we're very fortunate. We have one of less than 150 certified master bench jewelers in the country here in Newport. He's worked with me since 1990. We have two other craftsmen. Kenny started as a high school student from Kearsarge over 20 years ago, and he's evolved into a very talented craftsman. And then Dave Ernster, another one of our craftsmen, has spent much of his life also at the bench and earned his master's degree from the University of Iowa. But just a really skilled group, and they can do most anything. One of our philosophies has been, hey, they put a man on the moon in 1969, I think we can do this. And they thrive on challenges, and it really have some phenomenal skills to carry through.
So whether you know what you're looking for or you don't know, you can come here, and your family's commitment to the community and giving back, I'm sure as you see posters and things up for the holidays, you always see M.J. Harrington supporting the community, and we thank you for that. Where can we find your hours and things like that to make sure we don't miss out on the opportunity to come here?
Well, our website has just been updated, and our hours at this point are Tuesday through Saturday. And 10 to 3 has been what we've been able to maintain due to a staff shortage, which I think the world has faced. But we've made it work well, and everyone still works 40 hours, just different hours. And we'll also offer appointments as well moving into the holiday season, but really year-round as well.
Well, thank you very much, Dave. And if you're looking for the perfect custom gift or maybe a nice estate piece, come down and see what community service-minded jewelry shopping is truly like here at MJ Harrington. When we return, we'll visit the new home and production space of the Center for the Arts, so please don't touch that dial while we introduce you to one of our great show underwriters.
This program is supported by H.R. Clough and Kearsarge Heating. Their full-service model offers oil delivery, propane, motor fuels with design, installation, service, and maintenance of all types of oil, gas, and alternative energy systems, as well as air conditioning, water conditioning systems, and their highly trained and friendly staff will assist you throughout the process of buying, installing, and servicing a full line of energy products. H.R. Clough and Kearsarge Heating.